With our push patterns, the push-up is kind of the gold standard, but I also realize that not everybody is ready to go right down to the floor to do a push-up. So weeks 1, 2, and 3, we do want to work the push-up position. However, we need to find something that's going to work for each person. So if being on the floor doesn't work for you, all we need to do is change your body angle. So if this is somebody on the floor, maybe put your hands on the couch, and that's going to bring you up here. Or you could bring it up to a countertop and your body's here, or you could even go with a wall if that's where you are. So all we want to do is make sure that we're not stressing the shoulders, the neck, and that whatever position we're in, we're ready. If you can do 3 sets of 10, then we're fine finding something a little lower and working your way down to the floor. Now, as far as position goes, I'm going to show you upright and then get down on the floor to do it. So we're going to start with your hands shoulder width, and then you're going to go one width of your hand wider than that. Rotate the hands out so the crook of the elbow is forward. When we look at arm angle, so here I'm 90 degrees. If I come down to 45, that's where my hands are going to end up. So what we don't want are your elbows flaring out. We want to keep them tucked in. So shoulder width, one width of my hand wider, turn the fingers out, crook of the elbow forward, then step back into my push-up position and execute a push-up. So range of motion becomes our next thought. I don't want your elbow going above the height of your shoulder. So on the way down, this is as far as we're going to go. We're not taking it all the way down to the floor, because as soon as your elbow is above your shoulder is not going to be very happy. So weeks 1, 2, 3, we're going to work on that push-up position. Again, please use a countertop, whatever it is. Don't just go right to the floor unless you've been doing them on the floor and you know that's in your wheelhouse. All right, looking at weeks 4, 5, and 6. Now we're going to go ahead. We should have developed that ability to be in the push-up position on the floor. If not, you can do exactly what I'm going to demonstrate against a countertop, the wall, a couch, table, any of those things. So we're going to go to a 3-point push-up, meaning 2 hands and 1 foot. So with your repetitions, if we're targeting 10, you're going to do 5 of the repetitions on 1 foot, 5 of the repetitions on the other foot. All the rules apply. So I'm going to start out at shoulder width. I'm going to go 1 hand width wider. I'm going to turn my fingers out, elbows forward, step back into my push-up, take weight off of my left foot, and make sure my elbow does not go higher than my shoulder. After 5, then I'm going to change and go to the other side. Remember, you do not need to do these on the floor. So you can use a countertop, you can use a couch. Use something that allows you to be in the position correctly, cleanly, to go through your push-up. All right, from there, we're now going to go to a one-arm version of pushing. Our door, and we've got our band around both sides of the handle, and then both handles are going to go in one arm. So we're going to go into a split stance, opposite foot forward, and holding this position, hips are going to be straight ahead, shoulders straight ahead. All we're doing is a pressing motion. Now the same rule applies. We don't want the elbow flying out. We want to keep it tucked in. And we don't want your elbow getting behind your shoulder. So right at the shoulder, not behind the shoulder. From here, right back out. So week 7, 8, and 9, we're doing a one-arm press. And then from there, all we're going to do is make this a little bit more dynamic, and we're going to have some rotation incorporated. So weeks 10, 11, and 12, we're going to turn back towards our anchored band, and then it's almost as if you're throwing a punch. So we're going to turn from the hips, the ribs stay connected, and then finish that press. So it's a little easier side view. I'm here, elbow's not going behind my shoulder. Stationary. And then weeks 10, 11, and 12, we've got our rotation and throwing the punch, just getting a little more dynamic. So main rules are, we want to make sure the elbows don't lean out, and we don't want your elbow getting behind your shoulder with any of your push patterns.